Howdy guys and dolls, so I'm back with lesson 2 of starting keto. I'd like to put this one later, but I really can't because this is something your body might go through pretty early as you start your keto journey. Now luckily, or maybe not luckily, I didn't experience these things as noticeably as other people did. I may have experienced them, but I felt horrible anyway on a general daily basis. So I wouldn't have noticed. But anyway, your body will go through a sugar and carb withdrawal, kind of. You will feel sluggish, tired. You'll have a general sense of crappiness. And you will also crave some sugars and carbs because your body's used to these things. Now, as you break this addiction, your body's going to be like, excuse me, can we get some sugar? We're running out of fuel here. Well, eventually your body will say, oh, we can burn this fat. And you'll go into a state called ketosis where you're burning fat instead of sugar. You eat sugar, you burn sugar, and you store fat. But if you go into ketosis, you eat fat and you burn fat. So it's wonderful once you get there. But there are some little roadblocks for some people, or for many people actually. That's the sugar and carb craving. One way to fight that little craving is you can take a couple spoonfuls of Cool Whip. It's very sweet tasting, but it's not going to knock you out of ketosis or slow you down to get in ketosis. In the first 2 weeks, it could take 2 weeks to get into ketosis the first time. It depends on your body and how much sugar you have stored up in it to burn off. So once you get into that state, it's smooth sailing, you'll feel wonderful. But there's also something called the keto flu along the way. When you first get into keto, you will start peeing a lot more. You will start drinking in a lot more fluids. And when you let it go, you're going to let go of potassium, magnesium, and sodium as well. And your body, of course, needs these things, so you will feel even crappier. You might have headaches, you might get body aches, you might have cramps like in the back of your legs, you might have some bloating. There are things to help with this if you want to do them. Now, you can try to make something called a Ketorade, and I'll link a couple below where other people make them. There's no point in me making another one. There's also salt lick, not like a deer salt lick. You just lick your hand, pour some salt on it, and lick it off. And that does help quite a bit, actually. I found when I had some cramps in the back of my legs, if I would do that, the cramping would stop. You can try supplements as well, like potassium and magnesium supplements. Make sure if you do the magnesium, you do that at night because it will make you sleepy. Or it could make you sleepy. I suppose most people, I sleep very well when I take magnesium at night. So, yeah. Sorry, I've got some notes down here, and I don't want them to throw me off, but I don't want to miss nothing out for you guys either. So, when I was early in keto, I drank Powerade Zero quite a bit. Now make sure it's the zero. You don't want any sugar and carbs in your daily life. That's what you're trying to kick out. So the Powerade Zero is, I think it's got 1 carb or less than 1 carb per serving. So you will get a carb from it, but it does have some sodium and some potassium in it. Not a whole lot. As you get going into keto, your foods, your diet will write these, and you will be fine. A lot of people continue to drink their Ketorade all through their keto journey. That's up to you. But I didn't feel the need for it. I've never actually made it myself because I didn't think I needed it. And again, when I first started keto, I felt horrible anyway. So these symptoms, I would not have even really noticed them. I have them anyway, just on a daily. So if you're like me, just jump on in. I told you how to jump in yesterday, but in case you missed it, simple foods you can start out with: meat, eggs, cheese, healthy oils, fats, butters, and green leafy vegetables, or green vegetables in general. Now, that's pretty much it with the side effects you'll experience with keto when you're starting out. You probably will flush out quite a bit of water, and that'll make you feel a whole lot better if you're holding a lot of inflammation. So best of luck to you. I'm going to get started on my third lesson. See y'all in a minute.